Hi, I'm Dylan Richards. In New York, we have the United Nations and the best food from all over the world. Follow me as I search for the healthiest food in the 5 boroughs on Dylan's Lunchbox.
More crunch.
Very soon.
Talk about those spices.
Juices of the oranges going to start to come out of it.
Flagship cheese.
Here's your burger.
Slide the opposite way. I'm Tanya Zuckerberg for Dylan's Lunchbox.
And how you got into organic farming?
About American cuisine.
Who doesn't love Italian food? Chinese food is one of the oldest cuisines in the world.
We're here to find out what's in your lunchbox.
Hi, I'm Dylan Richards, and this is Dylan's Lunchbox, a show all about eating healthy in New York City. Each episode, I'll be reviewing restaurants, discovering fun facts, and talking to some really cool experts in all 5 boroughs. In today's episode, I'll visit Westerly Market and review Midtown favorite Bice. So pack a lunch and let's check out some healthy eats. Grocery stores are a food lover's favorite place. So today, I'm at Westerly's Natural Market in Midtown West, and we'll go through the aisles, which are full of so many different options. The right choice can sometimes be a little bit challenging, but I'll guide you through it. Let's take a look. Fruits and vegetables are an easy way to get the vitamins we need. New studies show that it's important to eat foods with high nutritional values. Furman's food pyramid is based off the idea that low-calorie foods that have large amounts of nutritional value are placed at the bottom, and high-calorie, fatty foods with small amounts of nutritional value are placed at the top. If you want to see how fruits and vegetables are beneficial for your overall health and well-being, try to include them more in your diet. Even combine a bunch of fruits and make a fruit smoothie. You'll notice how much better you feel throughout the day. Organic foods are produced without pesticides, fertilizers, hormones, and other toxic substances, and they are now becoming more and more popular around the country. When we eat ordinary meat, we are feeding our bodies these chemicals and hormones that are in no way beneficial to our health. That's why I always buy organic meat, poultry, fish, and plants. Did you know that obesity is the second leading cause of preventable death in the United States? That's crazy, right? The only way to stop the growing obesity rate is to raise awareness on healthy eating. Well, I have everything I need. I hope you found this helpful. Keep watching more Dylan's Lunchbox. I'm at Pedal NYC with Amanda from Amanda Russell TV, where she's going to be teaching us one of her awesome moves.
Thank you, Dylan. So what we're going to show you today is my push-up to open ups, like we could call them. And basically what it is you're going to get into push-up position, top of a push-up position, and you're going to do a full push-up, up, and then open up to one side, hand up, and then down to the ground, push up, open up to the other side. This is really a total body move here because it's got obviously your core, your obliques, your thighs, your hips, your bum, everything is working to hold your body stable. If you want to modify this move, Dylan, me or you at home can modify the move. So you just bring your knees to the ground and all the way down and then open up. You're still getting the same benefits and you just want to work up to the full push-up. And you could like 3 sets of about 10 to 12 reps. And that's the move.
Great.
Awesome.
What if the Italians had no tomatoes, or the Irish had no potatoes, or the Belgians had no chocolate? And what if there was not a single cappuccino or espresso found anywhere in Rome? This isn't one of those weird alternate reality episodes of Star Trek with an odd emphasis on food. This is what Europe was like before Christopher Columbus came to the New World. The cross-pollination of new foods found in the Americas and in the European culture had a massive impact on the way we eat. It introduced to the world other foods such as corn, turkey, peanuts, and lobster, once known only to native cultures.
This is an intergenerational garden. It's a garden within the Queen's Botanical Garden. It started out as a senior garden 45 years ago. This year we decided to start it as an intergenerational garden, meaning we add families, younger gardeners. This garden had to be renovated, so volunteers came in and rebuilt all the beds for our gardeners. And this lumber is recycled scaffolding. The scaffolding laws in New York, you cannot use it for X amount of months. So we recycle the wood. Each gardener has a space 15 by 5. So you can see they grow whatever they like. We have Korean peppers, tomatoes. Here we have basil, okra, melons. On the side of the garden, we have apples, pears, and figs. Over on this fence, you'll see all the fig trees. We have butternut squash, the Malabar spinach. It grows like a vine. We give the food pantry only the leaves. And I've been teaching the kids that we could reuse the stalks for another crop. So instead of waiting for seeds to germinate, we can force the crops faster. We have a total of 48 rows in this 1,400 square foot. So we want to maximize the space and have as many crops as possible. The latest harvest we did was 125 pounds of food. So we had eggplants, tomatoes, celery, spinach, that we donated to a Sikh temple in Richmond Hill. They feed the community 24 hours a day. Their kitchen is open. We wanted to address the hunger issues in New York City, and so we're very big advocates of feeding hungry New Yorkers. So we thought this year we'd start a project where we could take public space and create the food pantry and donate the food to local food pantries within Queens. So it helps community outreach for us and also bring the community into the garden. Our students get to go out and see, get a different look of how we can help each other in the community. And the students get to learn about another culture. So we started this project with John Bound High School this summer. Their students, we have 7 students here, and they're part of the mayor's summer youth program. And while working with us, they get to talk to the gardeners who are from all different walks of life.
We learn from our gardeners by talking to them and helping them out with their gardens. And in turn, they teach us about how they garden and a little bit about themselves too.
So I was working with my gardener. Her name is Helen. So I just asked her like 3 simple questions, like what was childhood life like and other stuff. And then my second gardener, Henry, he speaks Cantonese, which is good because I speak Cantonese as well.
I'm Jewish, so I don't really have like a Jewish background. So my gardener's Jewish, and she teaches me about like Jewish background.
Our students at the end of, they're almost at the end of their project, have voiced that they actually love their seniors. And these are kids who don't have grandparents around them or parents who, work 2 jobs. So it's a very interesting project. It's all about teaching them about community and sharing.
It's just things that you just normally don't get to do. Garden, grow food. It's a real good time.
Well, of course, Queens is the most diverse borough in the city. That's number 1. And in Flushing, because of the influx of new Asian community into Flushing, there's a lot of talk about having English as the only language or the biggest language on the signs in Flushing. A lot of old Americans it's very controversial right now in Flushing area. The politicians talk about it and the local people fight for it. So it's good to bring them together to understand that this is their culture, and as all the cultures throughout history in New York City, we adapt, we encourage, and we embrace them. Nature is a very healing medium. Food on the table is it brings people together.
New York City is an awesome place to be if you love food. In many ways, it's the culinary capital of the world. Part of that is in the city's DNA, so to speak. As a gateway to America for immigrants, and still a popular destination for young creative chefs, artists, and entrepreneurs, it's the melting pot for countless tastes and cuisines. You can find anything you want, from the 5-star celebrity chef restaurants in Midtown to the food malls of Queens. The city is unmatched. Not to mention the farmers markets, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, and just plain healthy options. There's really no place for food like New York City.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Sachs. I'm a culinary nutritionist, a chef with a master's in nutrition, and I'm a certified nutrition specialist. And today I'm here to talk to you about herbs and spices, specifically parsley. Now, this is flat leaf parsley. There's also curly parsley. I love this particular herb for a lot of reasons. Most importantly, it's one of nature's antibiotics. So if my kids are sick, if I get sick, I always make a nice pot of chicken soup with a whole head of parsley right in, and then I pull it out at the end. It's also great if you've eaten something garlicky to gnaw on some parsley afterwards, because it helps get rid of that garlic taste in your mouth and also the garlic odor. Today what we're gonna make is a red quinoa tabbouleh. I always like to look at how we can integrate the medicinal properties of herbs and spices into the food that we're eating every day. We've cooked up some red quinoa. Now, quinoa is an ancient Aztec grain. It is loaded with protein and other essential vitamins and minerals. It's got a very earthy flavor, kind of nutty as well. And I like using red quinoa because it has a bit of a punch. So we use that as a base. Tabbouleh is usually made with bulgur wheat, cracked wheat, but I like to do creative things with different dishes and try different types of ingredients. So what I like to do with herbs and spices, a lot of them, the ones that are, that I guess are a bit bushier, I shave them. So I go just like this. Instead of picking them off the stems, what I do is shave. You rough chop, just like so. And the key to making a tabbouleh, in my opinion, is adding large pieces of the parsley. Okay, so it's almost like a salad. And then what we'll do is we'll take some scallions. Oftentimes people will either just use the bottom part here or just the top part. I use the whole scallion. Move this down here. that into my bowl. Got our little tomatoes. This dish here, of course, parsley is one of the mainstays in this dish, but there are so many other ingredients that are health supportive. So it's really about how to incorporate these incredible, powerful herbs into your diet in a way that's palatable, simple, nutritious, and delicious. And then we're gonna add some cucumber, garlic, lemon, and we'll take our little cucumber, and everything has been rinsed. And I tend to try to buy organic ingredients as much as I possibly can. I'm gonna use one cucumber there. Beautiful this dish looks with all of this color. And some lemon. Now what I do with lemon, very simply, instead of using a juicer, what I just do is take my hand like so, and I squeeze the lemon right there. So then my hand, what it does is it catches the seeds. And everything you make should be made to your own particular taste. So you can always add, but you can't take away. So as you start slowly with some olive oil, sprinkle it on, some salt. And we can mix this up. So here we have our finished dish of red quinoa tabbouleh with our flat leaf parsley. You have incorporated in here all the medicinal properties of not only the parsley, but all of the other foods. So let's have a taste now. Take my little tasting spoon. Yum.
There are several reasons why so many French people drink coffee, and it's not just because of its addictive properties. Studies have shown that coffee lowers men's risk of prostate cancer, decreases the risk of Parkinson's, and decreases the risk of type 2 diabetes. As always, drink it in moderation because too much coffee can have negative side effects that outweigh the benefits. I'm at Bice, a very well-known Italian restaurant at 7 East 54th Street. They have a wide variety of organic options with an Italian twist. Let's go inside and check out what they have to offer. Hi.
Buonasera.
Nice to see you.
Welcome to Bice.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, we are quite honored. Come on in. Let me tell you a little bit about the restaurant.
So what does Bice stand for?
Bice stands for Beatrice Cecilia, which is a short nickname for the original owner of Bice that opened up 80 years ago in Milan. Bice, Beatrice, opened up a family trattoria dedicated to authentic Italian cuisine, and all of a sudden all the fashion houses of Milan grew up around this little family trattoria, and her sons, actually, who were working in the restaurant, befriended many influential people from Coco Chanel to Ralph Lauren to Andy Warhol, and they just expanded. And now they are at 30 restaurants around the world.
So what are the main types of Italian cuisine, and what type is Bice?
We are noted as a northern Italian cuisine, a Milano, Toscano blend, where most commonly northern Italian you would think of oils and light sauces, and the southern Italians would be the reds and the heavy pasta sauces. But what makes us different is even though we make all of our pasta fresh downstairs and all of our dishes are never pre-made, they're made to order, that allows us to offer our guests experiences that some restaurants might not be able to. We offer gluten-free options for pasta. So we have a brown rice pasta, we have a corn pasta, we even have a beet pasta. So those that have sensitivities or allergies to food, we can make amends and adjustments to our dinners to better fit their needs. We all focus on farm-to-table practices, which is pretty quintessential when it comes to Italian cuisine. Dedicated to using local sources for our fresh produce, for our dairy. We use only the finest of proteins that are grass-fed and organic.
Do you consider the nutritional values of a dish when you add it to the menu?
Absolutely, it's quintessential and so important. Today, everyone needs to be much more health conscious. We try to lower the fat levels, lower the sodium levels, and provide a fresher, cleaner taste, the pure taste of the food versus covering it up with sauces. The nice thing that you should know is even if people want to have pasta, handmade pasta, homemade pasta made fresh, is easier for your body to digest, whether you use a gluten-free option or just the fresh pasta.
So do you notice that more and more customers are coming to Bice's because it is farm to table?
Yeah, we do. I think that we've gotten a great response because everybody's always understood that the food here has been fantastic.
Right.
But when we've enlightened them that we've always practiced farm to table and we have organic options, they're like, oh. So it seems to be a welcome surprise.
So all this talking is making me hungry. Can we go back in the kitchen and cook something up?
I think we can handle that. Come on back. Let's start downstairs and I'll show you how we make our pasta. Dylan, welcome to Bice's Pastry and Pasta Station and to Chef Chavez.
Wow, this is something.
Hi, how are you? Welcome to Bice.
Chef, it looks like you're busy making some ravioli.
Yes, today we're making organic spinach ricotta ravioli. It's one of the best sellers in Bice.
Excellent. Well, maybe you can share some cooking tips and I'll hand you guys off and you can go to it.
Of course.
Excellent. Good
All
luck.
right. Thank
Enjoy.
We have some eggs here. We're going to make the ravioli, ricotta and spinach ravioli. First, we put the eggs.
Lightly brush it on.
We brush it on the eggs first. We're going to put some ricotta and spinach stuffing.
All right.
This is the perfect amount for each ravioli. Each sheet, we're going to make around 40 raviolis.
Wow.
Would you like to try?
Yeah. It's not as easy as it looks. You really have this down. So you cut it?
We fold it over.
Wow.
With this, we're going to try to do our shapes. And then with our hands, we try to stick it together.
And then you cut it out.
Make it tighter.
That's a spinach ravioli.
That's the spinach ravioli. Well, congratulations. At least you learned something new today.
So what else are we cooking today?
Today we're going to cook some chicken and salmon, organic salmon and organic chicken.
That sounds great.
With baby vegetables, which is going to be delicious. Okay, Dylan, today we're going to cook salmon, but you have to protect your hands all the time. Nice dry towel.
Right.
And today we're going to cook salmon, fresh salmon, organic salmon.
Wow, look at that.
We're going to have a specialty today for you, nice and fresh. We put
little
some
seasoning,
fresh herbs, which we have it fresh every day. Extra virgin olive oil.
Ooh, that looks good. Toss it up and down.
Toss it out a little bit. Put on the grill. We're gonna mark for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
And then we want to put it in the oven for another 5 minutes.
Okay. So you mentioned the chicken's also organic?
Yeah, the chicken is also organic. And again, we're gonna put some herbs right here. Extra virgin olive oil. We toss it a little bit. Then we put on the grill. On the meantime, we have some potatoes.
Fingerling potatoes.
Fingerling rosemary for the big flavor. Garlic. This one is the perfect color to give it to show to the customers.
Amazing.
We have baby zucchini, baby squash, purple carrot.
Throw it right on there.
Put it right there. Perfect. You see, you can see the nice and brown color.
Right.
It's getting roasted. So with the same heat from the pan, it's going to take the nice color. Then we want to put our chicken and salmon first. We put in the oven. We wait a couple minutes. Then it's going to be ready. In the meantime, I'm going to show you some salad. So this is the organic salmon. You can feel it. It's nice, fresh, and the temperature is perfect. Livornese sauce, that's what we call this one.
That looks great.
Now you can enjoy it.
Thanks a lot, Chef.
My pleasure.
Ooh, what do I start with? The beets are nice and fresh. The balsamic is great. Beachies can really do it all. This isn't your typical Italian meal with the salmon, chicken, and salad, but it sure is great. The meal was an absolute delight. You'll definitely be seeing my face around here more.
We look forward to it. Buonasera, darling.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on this week's episode of Dylan's Lunchbox. We hope we've inspired you to try out some healthy eats and shown you just how easy it is to find great food. Check out these websites for more information. Don't forget to join us again on the next episode of Dylan's Lunchbox.